You know, why would they free the slaves? You know, the slaves brought a lot of money to America. More money than it ever did than the history of America after slavery. All right. During the Progressive Age, America didn't make as much money as they did during slavery. Let's just keep it real. And, you know, follow the money. Don't just take my word for it. Follow the money. Look how many wealthy individuals came out of slavery. You know, people don't understand that New York, Ohio had slaves too. A long time ago. They had slaves as well. It's just that the Northerners or the Unionists, they were more progressive. They had plans. They didn't want to keep, like the Southerners, they wanted to keep the slaves and just sell and trade until they die. That's just how their lifestyle was going to be. But the Unionists, the ones up north, they had their slaves. They had them build whatever they was going to build. Got rid of it. Maybe because it also laid on their conscience that this is a wrong thing to do. And okay, that probably was part of it. But another part of it was that they themselves didn't want to work either. Nobody wanted to work and do the physical labor. Okay? But if you don't have to pay your workers, if these companies today didn't have to pay you, wouldn't that be how much money would America have saved? We wouldn't be talking about this stuff that, you know, Obama's trying to compromise with Congress and the Senate and all this. We wouldn't be talking about this stuff. You know, this debt ceiling and trying to get America's debt under control, August 2nd, all this stuff. This wouldn't be an issue if we didn't have to pay the workers. Think about it. Think about it. But then you'd be like, well, if we didn't have to pay the workers, how would America make money? Off the other countries, right? The import and export, which it was back then. Import and export of cotton and sugar, things like that. All right. So what I'm really trying to say is, because I'm a black male, you know, Michidini, but what I'm trying to say is people never really ask the question why. Because we don't answer the question, because we don't have that answer. And because we don't ask that question why, we find ourselves being hoodwinked and manipulated into thinking other things. But we never officially ask the question, why did they free the slaves? On an economical level, why would they do that? You know, oh yeah, you put religion in there because it was the righteous thing to do, because it was the right thing to do. But economically, what is always righteous and what is always right is not economically sound, and sometimes not the best economically thing to do. All right, and we know this. People that's in business know this. People that own businesses knows this. You know, Enron wouldn't have been so successful if they was righteous from the start. You know what I'm saying? A lot of companies that are huge companies have did some dirt. Trust me, they got a lot of dirt on them. Secret societies, fraternities, sororities, they all got dirt. You don't just come this big off doing what's right. It's impossible. Planet Aid, they're saying Planet Aid, a non-profit organization that go around taking people's undesirables or unwanted clothes, and they go out here and they give it to people, give it to the needy. But also, they make money off giving a lot of these unwanted clothes to companies and to people that's going to pay for them. You know, so then you look at their balance sheet, you follow the money, and you look at their balance sheets. You look at their financial earnings, and you're like, what, $5 billion company? $15 billion you made last year? You know what I'm saying? You'll be looking at this stuff, and you'll be like, wow. Non-profit. You know, you're not even supposed to be making money. Hospitals, you ain't even supposed to be making money. Colleges, you're not even supposed to be making money. Look at their balance sheets. Look at their balance. Lucrative. And they're not supposed to be making money. Manipulation and deception. A bad tree cannot bear good fruit. If it's bad from the start, it's bad all the way out, man. Rockefeller himself, he was up north. He was during a time when they freed the slaves. It was a lot of millionaires up north. Millionaires Row, for instance. I'm going to say Millionaires Row. Millionaires Row, for instance. A lot of millionaires. Now, during the time in the 1870s, 1860s, during this time of Civil War, they had a different plan. This is why this happened. This is why they freed the slaves. Okay? Because they seen that, you know, if we go back, you know, I'm just trying to make this so everyone can perfectly understand where I'm coming from with this. If we made our money off import and exports, and there were slaves today, and we all had robot slaves, basically, we all would have basically the same type of lifestyle. You know, it's nothing really you can't buy that I can't buy. I mean, I got robot slaves like you got robot slaves. So it's all about, basically now it's all about how many slaves can we get. How many robot slaves? That's where the wealth come in right there. It ain't about the money. Because, you know, I can make the money, you can make the money. It's about how fast can you produce a product? How fast can you get stuff done? So with quickness comes how many slaves, how many workers do you have? That now becomes the issue of success, you know. So you base success off how many slaves you have, how many robotic slaves you have. So that'll be today's equivalent of what slavery was then. All right. So then you look at that and you be like, okay, well, you know, I can have so many robot slaves as long as I make them and then create them and whatever. All right. But back then you couldn't, you know, breeding and all that. It was cool. It was always the most productive thing. But the thing is, Rockefeller and Rothschild, all these people knew, these wealthy individuals up north knew that they could have everyone be a slave. Instead of just having the black race a slave, we can have everything be a slave. We can have the whole world slaving, building our shit up. Exactly. Now today, you got people going to colleges. For what? Digital cabling is only a couple weeks or a few months. Bioscience, biotech, just to get an entry level, is only a few weeks, a few months. Why go take 4 years for something just so if this stuff don't happen the way everyone planned and this debt thing with Obama and the Republicans, it goes dead sour and people start losing jobs. They said laid off. The only people that's going to get laid off, really, and it's going to have major layoffs, is industries that are irrelevant. Digital industries, not going to be laying off a lot of people. They might lay off one or two, a few people, but they're not going to go off on massive layoffs. No. Not with digital industry. Not in the bioscience and the biotech industry. Hell no. They're not going to be laying off thousands of people. Mark my words. If that ever happens. They're not going to be doing it because they're relevant. And for you to get in those industries, you don't have to go 4 years in college, people. Open your motherfucking eyes. How many times do I got to come up here on YouTube? I got to meet people on the street. I got to talk to people. People think you crazy, but I think you crazy because you don't understand the facts. And you don't care shit about history. It's the reason why history professors don't make no damn money. Because they know some shit. They know the shit where if they would put it out there, it'll be the truth. It'll be more true than the damn book you read than go pray to. And I swear to you, when you gotta swear, you know it's a problem. Because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You cannot erase facts of history. You cannot erase. If your father was a carpenter, you can't say he was something else and you know damn well he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the truth. Nobody can erase the truth. And that's the truth there. They freed the slaves to create this new world order, and they're doing it through manipulation and deception. Politically, psychologically, and economically. Welcome to a new America. Please support the cause. Michadini.com.